Hey girlfriends, this is Slap Out Lash Girl Melissa. Welcome back. I'm excited that you're here. I know I always say that, but I really am excited that you're here. And I want to bring you this fabulous eye look. I did this on my Facebook page, on my business page for Ladies Night. I do a Ladies Night there. And oh my gosh, on every Thursday night, and they loved it. And I thought, okay, anything that they love and rant and rave about, then I must share here. Okay, so that's the reason I'm bringing you this eye look today. It is so pretty. It is great for mature eyes. It's mature eye friendly for sure, because I am using a cream shadow eyeshadow. Pretty, pretty, pretty. So stick around, girlfriend, and figure out or find out how to do this for yourself. Okay, so this is going to be such a beautiful fall, kind of glammy fall look. I think you're going to love it. I'm going to do this eye, and then I'll do this eye off camera. But I want to show you what we're going to use. We're going to use Unapologetic, which is absolutely a gorgeous, matte color. Isn't that beautiful? We're also going to use Addiction Palette 9. We're going to steal some colors out of this. And I have already set my eye primer. I put my eye primer on. I use Younique's eye primer. I used that today. And I did set it with It's by Pores with a little fluffy. This is my under eye bullet brush. I love it. It's a Morphe M536. Girl, you need this. It's really soft. And I set my under eyes with this, and then I've already set, like I said, my eye primer. So, are you ready? I'm ready to do this. This is such a beautiful look. Now, the first thing I always do, is take my velour pressed powder. Foundation. Yeah, it is a foundation. It's a great, full coverage. It's got shea butter in it. It is such a pretty, look at that. When you go to put that on, it's like your face is absolutely gorgeous, flawless. So if you love powder, this might be a great powder foundation for you. There's like 25 shades in it. They've added a lot of new shades. And so what I love to do with this is take a big fluffy brush like this. This is a Jaclyn Hill brush, one of her collection brushes. I love these. These were given to me as a present. And so I have the whole entire set. So I do love to use this brush for this right here. Covers up any imperfections that I have right through here. Like I have a brown spot right there. So basically I'm covering that up. It's been a crazy week in my life. I'll talk about that a little bit. My dog Sugar has had to have surgery. Goodness gracious, it's been a long week. And a lot of you that are my friends on Facebook, you already know the drama that's happened with her this week. It turned out good, but we'll talk about that just for a little bit. But let's get this started here. Now, the first color I'm going to use, I'm going to grab a transition color. Now, you may think, why would she use pink, to be as my transition color? This is really pretty with pink. And I'm choosing a very soft color pink to do it with. We're going to use Addiction Palette 9. And we're going to grab this little color right here. I love it. It's called, I don't know the names of these, Bashful. There's nothing bashful about me, that's for sure. Or I have been told that. I'm going to use a fluffy crease brush. This is Younique's brush. And I'm going to grab this beautiful color, tap it off. We'll set this down. This palette is so gorgeous. I have a video on it. I'll try to link it below too. I do have a playlist though of all my eyeshadow looks. So what we're going to do here, if you have really hooded eyes, like I have hooded eyes, this one's more downward turned and this one is not. So both of my eyes are totally different. So I have to kind of approach it in a different way. This side, I will usually just lay the color down here and then I'm going to blend it in. Simply because it is downward turned. And it's kind of hard for me to gauge sometimes exactly. It's changing all the time. Isn't that the fun thing about aging? When you age, things just change. And you know what? You got to change with it. That's just the way life is. But this is just a wash of color. You see how I'm doing it? Just back and forth like that. Really, that's all I need because we're going to add Unapologetic underneath it. Or over the top of it. Oh, girl, it's so pretty. Now, I'm going to use a cream shadow brush. The reason I like to use a cream shadow brush is because this is a cream shadow and it's kind of thick. So you're going to have to apply it with something that's more dense, a brush like this. So you can lay it down right where you want it. So I'm going to take and lay this color down. Now we are going to add a crazy color to it to give it some real dimension here in a minute. But we got to lay this color down first. You see that? This will last all day. These will do not crease. You can actually go swimming with these. So if you chose just to put this color, that's fine too. I like to have a little bit of a transition color, just a little bit, not something brown, or I wanted something that would complement this color. So we're going to lay this down, and we're just going to kind of pop it all over. It's going to be an all over color. Now, I'm not going to bring it all the way into the inner corner, okay, because I do like light there. So I'm going to come about where, just a little bit over where my eye is. You see how far I went? And we're going to place this and just kind of pat it in. Pat your friend. And you can actually apply this with your finger if you want to. You could take your finger and kind of blend this out. I could do that as well. I prefer to use the brush though, because I like to be more precise. And I want to get that placement right where I want it. And you can kind of blend it out with this brush. Now, the genius part of this is there's no fallout with this. There is no fallout. Yes, I already have my face done, because Lister is going shopping here in just a few minutes when I get done with this. A lot of the stores around here are having their Christmas open houses, and, you know, girl, I gotta go to that. So, and it's Christmas time, and one of my favorite stores, Vivian O'Neill, has Kendra Scott jewelry. And that's what this is. I love her jewelry. This is my favorite necklace. I just got this one, not too long ago, maybe a couple of months ago. And it seems like I wear it every single day. Oh gosh, girl, look at that color. Isn't that pretty? Now we are going to add a color out of Addiction Palette 9 as an outer V color, okay? And we're also going to, and don't worry about it. If you get out of lines, you can clean it up with just a little bit of concealer, and we'll do that toward the end. But this is all I want to do. Just want this little wash of color, and I'm going to keep it really light up in this area here. I don't want that to be really dark. I want all the color to be mainly from here over. Okay, so I'm going to grab another brush, and we're going to head on to Addiction Palette 9. We're going to add our outer V, and we're going to fix something here that I got to find the color. I don't have it laid out right now, so I'll be right back. Okay, so you ready? Girlfriend, look at this palette. It's so darn pretty. Every color in this palette goes together, and you could do this row, this row, this row. You could do it diagonally if you want. You can go up and down. It's like a tic-tac-toe. You know, perfect. I have a video on this, just where I did colors, just using this only. But we're going to use this color here, and we're going to use this color here. This is Optimal, and this other one is called Affable. Affable. Isn't that pretty? It's kind of like a brown with a little bit of red in it, but it's a beautiful color for fall. And we're going to take this brush right here. You need just a crease brush to do this with. You're going to tap it into the color. Always tap it off. And I usually love to keep it just on the end of the tip, okay? And you're going to place this right here. And I usually just pat it in just like that. You see it? Make me a little line. I like to bring it right across some of my lashes right at the top here. And then bring it up in your V. We're going to do our little, it could be a backward 7 if that's what you call it, or outer V. This is going to be a really beautiful fall eye. So I know Thanksgiving's coming up, and you want to look great in pictures, don't you? Oh, I love this color. I love this color. I love this color. Now I'm going to wipe it off on my hand, and then we're just going to blend slightly with the end of this brush. Blend that into the cream shadow. Unapologetic. How pretty is that? Sometimes I think putting on makeup is kind of therapeutic. It is for me. I love to be creative, and this is my only creative outlet. Truly, it's the only thing I have time for, to be creative. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. All right, now we're going to come back and take Optimal, this color here, and guess what? We apply it with our finger. Yes, how cool is that too? And pop this right here in the center. See, I don't want a whole lot of shine there in the center of this. This is a matte color. So it's really pretty, and you can just blend it right into, see that? You can just blend it right into, there we go. And then we're going to take another color, and we're going to add a little bit of drama. This is where the drama comes in. Other than adding the liner, we're going to do a liner too. I did this on my Facebook page for Ladies' Night the other night, and everybody absolutely loved it. And so I was like, I'm going to share it on here because I think it's worth sharing. As older ladies, we need to stick together and make sure that We're doing all the things that we love to do still and not giving up on ourselves. Don't give up on yourself. Don't. I promise you. You'll be glad you don't give up on yourself. Just keep trying and keep going and keep finding something new to do. And that's what I do. This is so much fun doing what I do. Now, I'm going to use the color. Gosh, I got to find it. I said I was going to find it, didn't I, girlfriends? Hang on a minute. Okay, this is the color I was searching for. This is the color Manipulative. It is still available. So I will list everything that I've used below. This is such a pretty color. It's like a coppery, I don't know, it's like copper. It's gorgeous. So guess where I'm going to put it? I'm going to put it right over the top of where my pupil is. I'm going to use that same ring finger that I used for the other color, Optimal. And we're going to take it just like that. And we are going to pop this color right here over my pupil. You see what I'm doing? Look at that. And it just gives you, look at the, oh, it is so pretty. If you love fall eye looks, this is probably the most favorite one I've ever done, honestly. I love this color. I love this color. It's so pretty. This is a pretty color in the summer too. You know how you can make those sunset eyes? It's a great one to use for that as a base, and you lay all the other colors on top of it. It's so pretty. But Manipulative is one of my favorite fall colors. I love Visionary as well. No, Visionary, I don't have it out. Here it is. This is Visionary. And so Visionary is very gold. It's beautiful summer. So these two together are really pretty. Now this one would be pretty popped there too, but I kind of sort of like the copper with the Unapologetic. It's not too bright because I want my inner corner to have the brightness. So that's the reason I opted for this color here instead of Visionary. Okay. Now we're going to use a liner. I am going to use a black liner because I want this to pop. And definitely we'll be running some of the color underneath here in just a minute. Now this is the color Perfect. It is a black liner. It is waterproof. It is a Younique product. I absolutely, totally love it. I'm not good with liquid liners. If you are, do a liquid liner with this. That would be perfect. You could use a brown liner with this if you wish. I can't talk today. Y'all, it's been a long week. My dog had surgery and wow, it's been one of the most stressful weeks I've had in a long time. You know, I'm dealing with my mom as too, but Sugar, our new dog, she's got very sick, and we couldn't figure out what was wrong with her last Sunday. And I'm telling you, she was throwing up and couldn't keep anything down. And I was so scared she was going to die. Honestly, she could have if we had not reacted as quickly as we did. So we took her to the emergency vet in Montgomery. Now I'm going to make a small little wing. You see, I didn't add a whole lot of this. I'll finish my story in a second. And we took her, or my husband took her because I had to stay with my mom. I couldn't go. And I had a lot of things to do, so he took her. And so they did x-rays. I'm making a tiny baby wing. See that? Tiny. Now start right here, right in the corner, and just kind of flick it up. You do not have to make a super duper like line. Just kind of diffuse it. That's what I do. I just get the darkness there just for the lift. You see that? That's so pretty. That is so pretty. But anyway, Shug was throwing up, and it got worse and worse and worse. And we couldn't figure out, I thought maybe she had swallowed something and was choking, you know, it was in her stomach or whatever, but they did x-rays and couldn't find anything. The one thing they didn't do was blood work, which they should have done. But anyway, she came back home, like $633 for the emergency vet. And we're going to do mascara. Hang on. I'm going to tell you the story while I do mascara. You've seen me do mascara a gazillion times, okay? So here we go. I'm going to curl them, and then we're going to add 4D. I love 4D. It's my favorite mascara in the world. You see me use it every single week. I love it. It's the perfect mascara. When you use this, now pull it out slowly, okay? But we wound up taking, the next morning, she never got any better. So the next morning, I took her to our vet, and they kept her. And they thought it might be something called leptospirosis. I can't pronounce it. It's a long word. Anyway, they thought it might be something she got into, like water that's been sitting a long time and has a bacteria in it. That's what they thought it was. But since the vet's emergency place in Montgomery didn't do blood work, okay, we had no blood work. So they had to do blood work, and they had to wait on it. So we wound up getting on into Tuesday, and she was still sick, and they were trying to figure it out, and they were waiting on the blood work to get back. And then she called me, and she said, the blood work is negative for that. So the only thing we can do is exploratory surgery. And so I told her, I said, let's do it. Do it. So they did it. And they found a corn cob. I have the corn cob. We have it here at the house. It's about this long, probably about that big. I don't know how she swallowed that, but it got stuck in her small intestines. And that was the problem. And I'm telling you, we got her home now, and she's doing so good. She's doing fabulous. My dog's going to make it. I was so upset. And I really thought we were going to lose her. And we've only had her, 4 months, 4 or 5 months. So, oh, goodness. And I just lost my other two in June. And I thought, my gosh, I'm going to lose another dog. I just don't know. And then my heart was like, I don't know if I can do it again. I would do it again. I just love dogs. So, oh, that's so pretty. That's so pretty. I'm going to let that dry, and then I'll come back and do like a little second coat. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to take a little bit of Unapologetic, this, and we're going to use this color here, and we kind of mix them together. So I'm going to take, which brush I want? I'm going to use this brush. You should use it. I like this one because it's kind of dome shaped, and it's really soft, and it doesn't poke you when you go, sometimes when you get those boar hair bristle brushes, they kind of poke when you go underneath, and I like this one better. So I'm going to do a dab of this. See? Tap it off because I don't want too much, okay? I want it to be really light. Look at that one dab. Whoa. That's what I'm saying. Dab of the other color that we used in our outer V, which I never can remember the color. Affable. But this is such a pretty color mixed together. And we just bring this right underneath like that. But I'm so happy my dog's going to be okay. I literally almost had a breakdown at work trying to work, and she was on my mind, and everybody was praying for her, and it was awesome. I'm amazed sometimes at what Younique has given me. I know people think, oh, Younique, it's one of those, things, it's a pyramid scheme. It's not. If you work it, you earn money, and you do. And I work it hard, but I love it, and I enjoy it, and I believe in it. So, and I believe in the mission of it. And it's what paid for her surgery. It paid for her surgery. And so I'm so thankful that I do this. And you know what? Even if I wasn't doing Younique anymore, I would still get on here and do videos for you. Because I love connecting with women. I love to help you feel confident. I love for you to see something that is confident, And so it's really important for me. It's a way for me to give back. And I get to spend a little girlfriend time with you, and I enjoy that. But I'm going to come back and add the pink color, this pink color right here. One day I'm going to learn these colors, bashful. And we're going to take this just lightly now. We don't want a whole lot, but we do want it to be soft right through here. So I'm just going to kind of lightly touch that up. Look how pretty that is. And I've already done my brows and stuff. What do you think of this eye? Isn't it beautiful? I just created this on the fly for ladies' night, I think. It was ladies' night, yeah. And because I love fall looks, and I love Unapologetic. I think it's beautiful. And if you have blue eyes, girl, Unapologetic will make your eyes just pop right out of your head. Your eyes will be the focal point of everything. Now, with such a drama eye, I will have to do a neutral lip. But that's I'll come back. I won't do the lippy on here because I don't want this to be too long. But I'm going to touch up my mascara just one more time. And then I'm going to go off camera. And I'm going to finish the other eye. And then I'll show you what lippy I used, okay? But I'll finish it up off. Girl, you need this. Isn't that pretty? I love green too. It looks pretty with green. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, here's my finished look. Add you some cute earrings, you know, to go along with the fall theme. I love this look. Now, my lippy, you're going, what's on your lippy, girl? What's on your lippy? All right, so what I did was I took the new lip liners. This is what I did. I took the lip liner. Let's see which color this one is I have in my hand. Okay, this is Patience. I took Patience. I outlined and I filled it in with this, okay? These set. These are kissable. There's nothing coming off. I have lipstick on too. And then I came back and I took Peppy, which is like a berry color, and I went and outlined my lips and I blended it all into the other color. And then I took the color Minted in our, look at this. Oh, this is a matte. Placed it right in the center, blended it out, and then boom, there you go. Now, you could put a little lip gloss over this if you want to, but it's not going anywhere. Now, when you put the lip gloss on it, it's probably going to break it down just a little bit. So if you don't want to do that, don't do it. Go like this. It'll stay. It's very, very pretty. But what do you think of this eye look? I love this. Let me close my eyes so you can see that. How pretty is it? Oh, my goodness. This is one of my favorite looks that I think I've ever done. So you can do it. You can do it. I'll list everything down in the description box below. And like I said, if you got blue eyes, girl, you will be popping, girlfriend. You will. Your eyes will just go boom. People will notice your eyes like right off the bat. And this looks really pretty with green. I love green. My eyes are green, so it kind of makes my eyes pop a little more if I have on something like this. So I'm happy with it. How about you? What do you think? All right. I only can be on here on Sundays, and I appreciate you so much for popping in and hanging out with me. It is so much fun to bring you something fun and creative every week. It really makes my day. It does. And now I'm off to go shop. Mom and I are going to go. They got all these Christmas things going on. So, hey, I got to go get some Christmas gifts and get some of that off my list too. Things to do. And go hug on my sugar before I leave. So sugar has become a huge part of our family very quickly. So she's a keeper. She really is. I'm so happy that she's so much better. But please like and share and subscribe. And come back here on Sundays. I love to spend my time with you. If you are having some issues with whatever going on with your makeup, please put it down in the comments. I would love to touch on that. Maybe I could do a video just for you and touch on the things that are so hard about us aging. I'm 59 as we speak. I just got my hair done last night, and she did the most fabulous job on my hair color. It was like a dream come true. When she blew it dry, I was like, oh, this is my color. I love it because it pulls in. It's got highlight and low light in it. It pulls right into my brows. I love it. She was spot on. I love the cut too. So, all right, guys, y'all go and have a fabulous week, and I will see you again next Sunday.